How's it going, everybody? I know as we come up on the end of the year, a lot of people are starting to think about their New Year's resolutions, setting those new goals for next year. And a lot of times we're looking at getting back in shape, starting to work out, or even losing a little bit of weight. And sometimes that can entail us looking for new gear to purchase to help us in those goals, and trying to find something that's not only going to hold up to the workouts we're doing, but also not going to break the bank when it comes down to it. So today we're going to be looking at the CAP 3-tier dumbbell rack, as well as the coated hexagonal dumbbells that they offer. So we're going to talk through some of the build quality and how they've been holding up to the workouts I've been doing over the last year, and see if this is something that you might be interested in. So let's dive in. So let's start off taking a look at the rack itself. As you can see here, I've got all the weights going from 10 up to 50, and then I jump up to 65 pounds, and this rack holds them well, even has space for a little bit more weights. The rack is very solid, very sturdy, which is great. The build quality is excellent. All the screws and top post have little caps and covers on them, as you can see here, which keeps debris or anything getting down underneath it. The finish on the rack has actually held up really well. I don't have any scratches or dings in the paint that have caused any rusting, so there's no rust, no issues with that, which I really appreciate. I do appreciate how sturdy this thing is. I have no issues with it. I even attach bands to the side sometimes and use that to do different exercises, and this thing has held up very well. So overall, for the rack, it's done great. So now let's take a look at the dumbbells themselves. Here we've got the 45-pound dumbbells. You can see here the coating on them has actually held up really well for the heavier weight, even being tossed down, thrown around. They've held up great. There's no chipping or dinging in that coating. These dumbbells have great grips on them. As you can see here, these grips are holding up well. They're not rubbing off or coming off. They're set into them, so they've done really well here. Next, we're looking at the 25-pound dumbbells. You can see as well, the coating on these is holding up very well. What's great about these weights is the hexagonal shape on them. They sit well. They're very sturdy, very stable when you're using them. So if you're using them for any type of push-ups or anything like that, you don't have to worry about them moving around. Once you set these down, they don't roll, which I appreciate as they're in my garage. I do have a little bit of a tilt to the floor, so I appreciate that they sit still and they don't roll around after that. So overall, great. Overall, I think the CAP Barbell 3-tier rack and dumbbells are the best on the market for the money that you're going to spend on them. They have great longevity, and they hold up really nicely, even out here in my garage. They've done great for me over the last year, and so if you're looking for something to get back into working out, I would highly recommend these. I hope this video helps. Thanks for watching.